Hi,
Hi,
I'm Sage,
I'm Isaiah.
and we're twin flames in Union, and
Mm-hmm.
we're twin flame coaches,
Mm-hmm.
and we want to tell you how we got into Union, what our journey was like, and what is like separating you from your goal of twin flame union, harmonious twin flame union, and how we got there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, do you want to start,
Sure,
or do you want me to?
I can start.
Sure. Yeah.
So for me, um, finding Twin Flames Universe and the teachings of Union was everything for me, and so I'll just start from the beginning, I guess. For me, I saw people who had what I wanted, um, who were in this community, and I didn't even realize, you know, where they were coming from or what community they were in when I first saw them, when I first saw people who had what I wanted. But I decided to follow up with them and um, you know like tell them my story and figure out like how I could get to where they were. And for me, it was just a no-brainer because I was like, I had been going through, for me, I realized that there was something going on within me, and I didn't know how to address it or how to like really get to the root of it. And I kept experiencing the same pattern in relationships. And I knew if I just was able to like find how to heal this within me, I knew that this would first of all make me a lot happier, and also like bring my perfect person and my twin flame and the person who wouldn't leave me into my life. So you know, I found people who had what I wanted, and then I decided to go for it, to go for like how they got it. And the way that they got it was through um, Twin Flames Universe and through doing the mirror exercise, loving yourself, and yeah, that's it. And one thing for me that really happened was the things that were really valuable. Like I got so much more out of it than I ever thought that it was going to be.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was this whole community of people that were really kind and very committed to loving themselves and teaching others how to do that. So I felt very guided. Like I felt very like taught. I knew I was gonna learn how to love myself with this teaching and with the Twin Flames Universe community. And then beyond that, like I thought what I wanted was just a relationship with my twin flame, but what I really got was this really amazing relationship with myself. I figured out who I was, and I figured out how to have a relationship with God. And from there, like I felt I had everything, and I had so much confidence because I had just love. I just loved myself in like the deepest way, and it feels so good that like I never thought that I would ever feel so good and peaceful. And that's really what I got from the teachings and from Twin Flames Universe. And then, I found Sage, and she and I came together in Harmonious Union, and it was just like, just like the cherry on top, like, because I already felt fulfilled, and then I also was given this relationship with my twin flame, you know? And I don't know. That's really what it is and what it was for me. And you know, Sage and I, we've since fallen out of Harmonious Union, but we're still in union, and we're still together. And you know, we have a really beautiful relationship, and it continues to grow, and we continue to like connect deeper and just build more and more joy in our life. And she's the only person that I can do that with, like, to the expanded, like the biggest expanded level that you could think of, you know? So yeah, that's why the teachings are so valuable to me and what they've given me. And I feel like, yeah, that's just invaluable, you know?
Yeah. Well, yeah, and what about to like your, you know, your gender identity and like coming out and stuff?
Well, I mean, that was all a part of it, right? That was a huge part of my loving myself and figuring out who I am. You know, I claimed my divine masculinity and healed that deeply through the teachings of union, and it's allowed me to, you know, come out as a man and just claim my gender to the deepest level and really feel comfortable and peaceful and good in who I am. And I mean, yeah, that's one of the biggest blessings I've ever had in my life.
Yeah.
You know, and yeah, it's amazing. And the way I healed my gender and my masculinity, that's how you heal everything, and you can heal everything with the teachings.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what my biggest theme too in my journey was basically like, well, coming out, but that started pretty much like right when I joined the community. And yeah, basically just accepting myself, like accepting my gender and undoing all of that wounding and stuff around it, you know, and also healing trauma with MAP. But that's another branch basically of our community, but mindalignmentprocess.org. You can find the link below, and you can talk with a practitioner about healing the traumas that you've experienced. So like we both have. But yeah, so basically my journey was the same, basically, well, vibrationally, because I feel like it feels the same, but it looked different, I guess, because mine was basically like I came out for the first time as a woman in grad school when I realized that I was like really unhappy with how my life was going, basically, and I was really like terrified by that sudden revelation and how it would change my life. And also I realized too, I didn't want to do what I was studying to do. I didn't want to become like a teacher, which is what I was in education school, and I realized that that wasn't my purpose. And so I had all these big revelations, but I didn't really have any easy way to like process them. I also didn't have any guides, that being like Jeff and Shalia, who could show me how you go about these kind of things, and who truly held the wisdom, not just like the right words of advice, but like truly embody the wisdom where you can feel it. I didn't have them to help me through something like that, because, you know, just having someone like that in your life, whether it's in person or whatever, or through something that they've created like Twin Flame Ascension School, is really helpful for navigating really difficult things. And I had no one like that in my life, which maybe you can relate to. But, you know, there was nobody really in my life who I could go to who had a clue how to help me at that time. You know, it was weird. And at the time I didn't know to really trust my heart and rely on myself. Rely on like love, I guess, in my heart. And so I went back in the closet and I decided to do my teaching job again. I decided to be a teacher. And that year was like the hardest year of my life ever. Like psychologically, it was really dark. It wasn't a good time teaching. It also, I mean, it wasn't a good time for any aspect of my life, but also not for my love life either. I didn't really have a life outside of that teaching job. I just spent all my hours struggling, basically, against a system that I didn't even agree with. And I came to the point where, well, I reached out for some spiritual healing that helped me manifest a false twin flame experience, and that helped catalyze my ascension journey, like my twin flame journey. And I got separated from that person without ability to contact them. And so that's why I looked up Twin Flames Universe. Like I looked up Twin Flame stuff on YouTube. I found Twin Flames Universe and joined their community. And pretty soon after like, you know, at the time you could buy like personal readings and sessions from Jeff and from Shalia. And so I did that, and both of those kind of led me to like my purpose of coaching, ascension coaching, and my gender identity too. And also other people in the community, in our community, helped me come to that realization of like who I was, basically. And yeah, that's what happened there. So I came out like a couple months or 3 months after I joined the community, and that was a huge part of our union's healing. And basically from that point on, I just worked on growing my purpose, mainly like doing a lot of healing inside of myself, and of course like healing my gender identity, like I said, going through mind alignment process or MAP to heal the trauma about that. And eventually, basically, we reached a tipping point where we could discover like who we were to each other, and I could, break free from that false twin flame experience. And yeah, that was basically how that happened. And yeah, and so ever since then, yeah, we've been together, well, shortly after that, and just healing stuff together. And the teachings, they're even more valuable once you're together, really, because just stuff comes up more, and like it can be more emotionally charged. Your union is like the best way for you to find out what do I need to work on and where do I need love, and it helps you in that way the most out of anything. So yeah, and that's where we are now. Yeah, so those are our stories of how we came to this community and the teachings.
Yeah. And why is this teaching so important to you?
Well, because like I was saying at the beginning, basically, it's like when you're trying to do something that's really, really, really hard, like your total transformation of your consciousness, and attracting like your one true love. I mean, that's not a cheap thing. It's like a really involved thing, and it's an expensive process. It costs a lot in terms of like healing and letting go of everything that you thought you were to realize who you are. And so you really need some people who are there for you to guide you, who know this path and who like continue on the path way even beyond like where you can imagine that you want to go. They're going. And that's Jeff and Shalia. And yeah, they're the ones who, like we said, created the classes and all the courses here. So that's why, yes.
Cool.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. So there's a sale going on right now at twinflamesuniverse.com. So if you are interested in any of the products, you can go and check them out. It's a really good time to invest because like the prices aren't going to be this low ever again. So yeah, check it out if you're interested. And yeah, you can reach out to us too if you have any questions. And yeah, that's it. We'll
All
see you in the next
We'll
video.
see you. Bye. Like and subscribe.